Hello everyone, welcome. This is Bigelow Reviews. I am Brent Bigelow, and I have a new review for you, and that is Stand For Myself by Yola. Yola is a country soul singer from Bristol, England. She's signed to Dan Auerbach's record label Easy Eye Sound. Dan Auerbach is from Akron, Ohio. He is the frontman for the big-time rock and roll band, the Black Keys. Easy Sound is located out of Nashville, so it has that nice Nashville sound. And it's just the perfect place for a Dan Auerbach recording studio, for being honest. Yola's been around for a few years. She released her very first album in 2019 entitled Walk Through Fire. Awesome album. Check it out. If you haven't heard of her, take some time, listen to some of her music. She's amazing. The girl can sing, not sing. She can sing with an A. The song Far Away Look is awesome. Even her cover of Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road at the very tail end of the album, also very good. So needless to say, I was very excited for this album. It originally slipped through my fingers upon release, but now here we are. We're reviewing it. We're talking about it. Let's dig into the good things, and we'll talk about some of the bad things as well. Just kidding, there's not a lot of bad things. First track on here is called Barely Alive. It's all about living life, questioning when are you going to live life and stop worrying about other things around you. And then honestly, just the way that Yola just belts out her lyrics is outstanding. I love the way this girl can sing. And that can be said throughout this entire review. I'm going to try my best not to say the same thing over and over again, but she can sing. Dancing Away in Tears is another song on here it follows directly after Barely Alive. It sounds like if Donna Summers and Willie Nelson hung out for a week and made music. It is that good. The song is a moving and grooving track about leaving your lover and knowing that it's going to be better for the two of you guys to separate. Like I said, the groove on this song is so impactful. It just makes you want to stand up and dance. But I feel guilty dancing to a song that's actually a breakup track. It probably makes sense why the song's called Dancing Away in Tears. Diamond Studded Shoes is another track on here that I thoroughly enjoy. It's a soulful southern rock track about sticking it to the man. This was probably the more rock and rollist tracks on this entire album, and Yola's questioning what the government is doing with their tax money. They're out here buying diamond studded shoes when there's actually people out here really needing help and really need support, and you're stealing from their paychecks and they need help. But at the same time, this song just makes you want to dance and just stand up and just boogie a little bit. There's a guitar part throughout the song too that is really reminiscent to the Grateful Dead. There's a lot of resemblance to a lot of the instrumentation that sounds like prime Grateful Dead tracks, at least in my eyes. There's some awesome lyrics on here too. Be My Friend is the next track on here, featuring Brandi Carlile of the Highwaymen fame, which is like a play on the Highwaymen from back in like the 80s. The super group country band. This song doesn't stand out that much, but their harmonies in the chorus together is a sheer bliss. They sound amazing together. They sound beautiful. And Brandi Carlile actually being on this track is kind of like repaying Yola, because Yola actually was on that album singing backups for the Highwaymen. So it's nice to see that. It's a real shame that Yola actually wasn't a part of that group. I think she should have. And if they're going to redo another album, she better be on that freaking album. If not, I will protest. The next song on here, we have Great Divide. It's a slow burn track that kind of takes its time in developing. It's emotional, it's heartfelt, and then you can just really just feel Yola's pain throughout this entire track. She might have some of the best vocals in all of country music too as well. She's just great. I highly recommend checking this track out and really listen to her. If you haven't dug into Yola's music or have never even heard of her, please take the time, listen to it. The Great Divide might be one of the best technical songs in this album, just the way it develops, and it's kind of a slow burn of its track. And then just ends in this grand finale of just, like I said, Yola just singing her freaking brain off. Now You're Here, it's another track about her lover finally being with her, the one that she's been adoring and trying to get. And now they're here, they're finally there, and it's about to happen. But basically, the entire album there's not really a miss on this entire album. But my only issue is that every song does sound very similar to each other. They all have that country soul vibe, and there's not much diversity throughout the entire album. Don't get me wrong, I love this project. I love this entire thing. But it's just not one of those albums I would say is one of the best albums of the year. It's up there, but it's not one of the best albums of the year. This is a great showing by Yola. She really should get the shine that she deserves. She's probably one of the most talented vocalists in all of country music, if you consider her music to be country. But she is just killing these tracks that Dan Auerbach was helping produce and mix in the studio. Dan Auerbach's basically just throwing these softballs and just Yolo's knocking them out of the park. I think Stand For Myself is an outstanding album. I don't think there's a bad song on here. There's a few songs that just don't really stand up to the standard that you would expect off this album. Songs like Starlight and If I Had to Do It All Again, those two tracks just really didn't do it for me, but this entire album's pretty kick-ass. I give Stand For Myself a score of 88. What do you think? Give it a listen. Please, I'm begging you. Check out one of the next reviews I have on the channel. Put your score down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share with a friend, and I will see you in the next one. Biggie out.